Okay, so welcome to week 3 of the Lean Body Coaching. This week we're going to talk about installing empowering beliefs. Okay, now if you haven't watched last week's video in week 2, we talked about removing limiting beliefs. Okay, we're going to touch on it again this week, but now is the process of actually installing new and empowering beliefs that are going to help you towards getting that those goals of yours. All right, so now just quickly, let's just briefly go over, what a belief is again. So what is a belief? Remembering that a belief is simply an idea. It started off as an idea, and then all of a sudden you had all these little reference legs going to it, turning that idea into a conviction for you, whether it's going for you or going for you or going against you. That idea has been solidified. So they're like our filters for the world. Once again, they help you choose how you act. In fact, beliefs are everything to us. They're everything in life. What we believe is drives you and your world, and drives how you act and what you do and your behaviors. So but the issue is we've got to be really careful with beliefs, because they certainly can be quite disempowering, like we learnt last week. I just want you to think of the analogy of being like your brain being like a sort of a plant farm, which is it's been embedded, it's had seeds placed into it. Okay, now the problem is, if we allow those seeds, those seeds are like the beliefs. Okay, now if we have too many, if we create too much references to those seeds, or we water them with too many negative references, they become like weeds in our garden. So they become a lot harder to remove. So the way we remove those weeds are by questioning those limiting beliefs, like we did in week 2. Okay, so definitely be doing the exercise from week 2, because that starts removing the weeds, and we really do need to remove those weeds before we can start implanting new seeds. Okay, so they turn into flowers. Now, of course, it's all your choice. You've got to be able to action this stuff. You've got to be able to choose the correct beliefs that are going to help you get your goal. All right, and that's what we're gonna obviously do in this video. Install new seeds, or use our mind. Like, it's just like a program basically, where we're reprogramming our mind a little bit through the things that are most important to us, and that's our beliefs. All right, so just going back on where our beliefs come from, if you remember the external forces. If you look at the tabletop model in front of you, you've got that top level belief. All right, now that's been reinforced by the different the different areas of your life where which has enforced that top level belief. So let's say the belief of I can't lose weight easily. There's been references to that through your environment. There's been references to that through your past outcomes and events in life. There's been references to that in the education that you had, and also your creative thinking has allowed that belief to sprout and become a weed, basically. All right, so you look at that tabletop, and you know what, a tabletop needs more than 2 legs to have it to stand. So if you think about it, I'm sure there's always been more than one area or more than one force that's created such a strong belief of yours. All right, so going on that limiting beliefs of that I can't lose weight easily, like it says there, that let's say the belief is I find it hard to lose weight. If you think about it, I believe I've tried everything. That's come from your past outcomes in failure in diets or exercise. Everyone around me eats bad, and they believe that losing weight is hard. So that's your environment teaching you that and creating references to that belief. Your education, I don't really know what I'm doing, with all the confusion that's out there today, can certainly create that, finding it, losing weight and finding it hard, make it stronger, sort of thing. So, and then your creative thinking is I don't have the willpower to lose weight. All right, so all these, once again, as you can see with those diagrams, I hope it makes it a lot easier for you to understand what beliefs are about. Okay, so once again, beliefs are your choice. All right, so we'll have a look at the next tabletop on how we can flip it around, basically, okay, and create empowering new beliefs and installing new seeds. Once we've shaped those disempowering beliefs and started removing those weeds, it's all about, you know, installing new empowering beliefs. And once again, I can't stress enough, this is your choice. You know, you've got to choose these things. All right, so let's just say that your new belief becomes, I can lose weight easily. All right, have a look around at you. Have a look at your environment. Do you actually have people around you that have lost weight? I have, you know, the new reference to I can lose weight easily can certainly become I have plenty of support from friends or family or people at the gym or people are, you know, in your boot camps or people anywhere. So you just need to find the stories, and then all of a sudden these new beliefs actually start becoming real for you. All right, my friend has lost weight with a plan easily. Okay, so or maybe you have lost weight in the past, or maybe you have done something else. It may have nothing to do with losing weight, but maybe you've done something in your job, or done something with your family, or done something with your schooling, or done something easily in your past that you can also relate back to your body weight goals and saying it can be done easily. All right, so that's your past outcomes and events in life. Okay, you know, education. My trainer has taught me how I can lose weight easier. All right, let's look at a lot of the myths out there in losing weight and go find a credible source of information. And I'd suggest you go source a person, not just, you know, articles on the net or videos and all that sort of stuff. Go find a real person who's done it before or who's tried it, and find out what they've done to lose weight. And hopefully they'll be credible enough to solidify that belief of I can lose weight easily. Okay, and then it comes down to your creative thinking. You know, I am lean, fit and healthy. You know what, it doesn't matter if you believe you're not lean, fit and healthy right now. What's more important is that you actually do believe that you are lean, fit and healthy right now. Okay, because as far as I'm concerned, like I explained to you in previous videos, your mind can't tell the difference between reality and what you think. So start thinking beliefs, or start thinking of reference legs, you know, in a way that's going to empower you and not disempower you. Okay, so you know, I hope these diagrams make it a little easier for you to understand beliefs, because beliefs are a very difficult topic to understand and actually action. So let's visit once again the self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, we talked about the self-fulfilling prophecy in a disempowering way last week. Well, guess what? The opposite. Now, this is really easy. You know, the opposite happens when you start creating those positive beliefs in getting your goals. Guess what's going to happen? You know what? You're going to have a positive expectation. So let's say the positive belief is, I can lose weight easily. Yeah, that means the expectation is that, you know what, losing weight maybe isn't that hard. So you know what, I'll expect to lose 1 kilo this week. I'll expect to lose 2 kilos this week. The expectation's there. When you have those expectations, then that equals positive behavior and positive action. So it becomes easy for you to get out of bed. It becomes easier for you to go around the block for a walk. It becomes easier for you that walk to turn into a run. It becomes easier for you to start pushing some weights. You know, those positive expectations equals positive behaviors and actions. Okay, and guess what? What happens then? Outcomes, positive results. And much like we stated last week, what's going to happen once we get positive outcomes? You know what, just like a snowball going down a mountain, it's going to start growing and repeating itself, and those positive outcomes are going to start solidifying those positive beliefs. As you can see in the diagram, you know, on the right there, you know, it doesn't matter. You've got to choose whether it be positive or negative. And this is not to say, this is not some hairy fairy, you know, positive thinking, you know, tutorial. This is real stuff. Okay, so you know, you've got to start using those empowering beliefs, which will turn into empowering expectations, which will turn into empowering behaviors, which will turn into empowering outcomes, which will in turn help solidify your empowering beliefs, and then go around in that circle and create that self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, so nearly finished here, guys, so hang in there. There's a lot to learn, but once you start actioning this and start writing it down on paper, it becomes a lot more real for you. So be sure to visit the X factors behind body transformation and start writing it down on paper. If not, just write it down on a notepad through the video that you're seeing now. Okay, and the examples that I may be using, which may actually apply to you. So how do we install empowering beliefs? Well, guess what? It comes down to questioning. All right, you've got to answer. You've got to ask the right questions, and you will come up with the right answers. Okay, this is how you do it. Write down 3 or more beliefs that will service you now and why they will. Okay, so my example below is, I can jog and find body weight exercises to do at home which will still help me become leaner and achieve my goal. Okay, there's so many beliefs and examples that I can go through that it would take, this video could go on for hours. But I'm just going to use the simple example of, the opposite belief to is I don't have any time, or I don't have any money to join a gym, or I don't have any, well, that's not true, because, weight loss can start with as little as 10 minutes, 3 times a week. And just starting to make a move at home, and you can still become leaner and achieve your goal. With the addition of nutrition, obviously, of healthy nutrition. All right, so write down 3 or more beliefs that will service you. I can find the time to lose weight. I can use body weight exercises, and I know I can lose weight easily. Okay, and then what you've got to do is write down why they are credible. Okay, so find out through past references, whether it be your experiences, through education, through your environment, or through creative thinking, have others done it before you. I guarantee you've been in a position, the same position as someone else, and they've been able to lose weight. All right, so it becomes that all of a sudden your belief becomes credible. Okay, your trainer has confirmed it to you that it can happen, that you can lose weight doing something as simple as exercising 10 to 20 minutes 3 times a week. All right. You've done it before, all right? So ask yourself, have you done it before? So all of a sudden it becomes more credible, okay? The media has proven it, okay? There's a lot of garbage out there in the media these days, but I believe if you find the right sources, the media has proven it that you can lose weight with proper nutrition through doing exercise 10 to 20 minutes 3 times a week. And as you get fitter and as you start finding more time for it, then the results will start amplifying themselves. Okay, and so with your beliefs, by the way. So and the final question you've got to ask yourself after why your new empowering beliefs are credible is ask yourself, are these beliefs going to serve you and your goals? And the reality is that that's a no-brainer. Of course they're going to serve you. Okay, if it's not serving you, then you shouldn't be having it in your software, basically, in your brain. And it's one of those things that you've got to make that choice. I'm giving you the tools. I'm giving you the psychological tools now to start really creating that goal and getting that momentum going. All right. Now I know it's week 3 of this lean body coaching, but this stuff I can teach you stuff forever. But you've got to start with the basics, and beliefs, I think, is one of those things that no one really works on, and now you guys have got the tools to do it. Okay, guys. I hope that helps, and stay tuned for week 4. Have a great day.